Another day of Ort and the Bear. Happy Wednesday to all the listeners out there. Happy Hump Day to those who enjoy to celebrate. It's Fate Mary's Will Lordner here on 88.1 The Burg. Will, welcome back in. How you doing?
Doing good, man. I wore my little towel again just in case there's no video issues this time.
Yeah, you look beautiful over there. You're trying to sport your do-rag as best as you can. I like it with the Dodger blue hat. Although that's probably your Knicks police hat, huh?
It's my 9/11 first responders, so you can't make fun of it because I'm supporting those who support us.
I appreciate you and your support for our first responders. Good job to you, Will. Way to be as woke as possible. I'm proud of you.
That's right. I support our heroes. What do you do, Pate?
I clown on you for enjoying the Knicks. The Knicks suck. First thing I want to jump into here is because of quarantine, because of lockdowns, everyone has been doing on TV sports, whether it's SportsCenter, whether it's CNN, Fox News, whether it's your local cable stations. Everyone's been doing their interviews, their stand-ups, things like that, all their news things from home via Zoom calls, just like what we're doing here to be able to record this radio show. And I think that backgrounds need to be considered highly when they're doing these. There's some reporters over here on the west coast or on the west side of the mountains that are just doing like their little reports from their living room, and they got this little trashy couch in the background, and you can see their kitchen from there, and it's not a lavish lifestyle that they're living. A lot of people are doing home offices. They oftentimes have bookshelves behind them. And I have a feeling that they spend time out of their day to select what books are visible behind them to make themselves seem smarter. Have you noticed this, or is this just something I'm nitpicky about?
So I feel like your bookshelves are like my awards. So the big ones I've noticed is when you have like a local news person or even sometimes a national news person, and they have like their Emmy award that's right here, or like Chris Cuomo has like his best looking anchor trophy right here, his Hundo P news anchor position. So that's what cracks me up. Like, what kind of narcissistic jerk do you have to have your awards right next to you?
I mean, that's something that I picture you doing, like your college funny man award or your news piece award that we got last year. I picture you having those in the background, but I think that with Zoom and how we are able to do virtual backgrounds on such a quick change, snap of the finger, I think people should be getting creative. Put yourself on the moon or something. Give yourself a very beautiful background, and although you can tell that it is extremely fake, I want to see news personalities, SportsCenter hosts, things like that. Anyone who's working from home and using a Zoom call, I want you to get creative with your backgrounds. I think it's only right to the viewers. Let them have something to enjoy while they're sitting on their couch at home.
No, for sure. I think we need more shirtless Farley. Like, that's if I had one complaint, it's that I'm the only one out here who's showing off shirtless Farley. So, like, if you're in the car, watch the YouTube video. While you're driving, probably not a good idea. If you want to, though, who am I to say what to do? But I want more shirtless Farley. Like, how great – I would watch the news. Like, if I turned on ABC or NBC and Lester Holt was up there and behind him was a shirtless Chris Farley, you better believe I'm tuning in. I'm paying attention. I'm figuring out what's going on in Iran.
For those in the car not watching on the video stream just yet, I want everyone to know that Will is equally as pale as the wall behind him, so his entire face has turned into the Zoom background, and he has a floating beard and a floating hat, and this is magical. If somebody can take a screen grab of this and have Will set it as like a Twitter Abby, oh, that would be a dream come true. That was beautiful, Will. Thank you for that sacrifice.
Look, man, I'm just out here doing what's best for the company. I'm creating content so the head suit can all be excited.
Look, now, if anybody ever asks you, Will, like, how to describe your skin tone, you can say eggshell because it matches that wall behind you perfectly.
Oh, see, I don't even know it. This isn't egg. I don't know what this is. I say tone 1 on 2K.
88.1 The Burg, your music central. It's Orton the Bear, and happy hump day to everybody out there. Will, we're bringing back an old segment. It's going to be a good one. You're fired up over there, so that means it's time to bring back Why Will Whines on Wednesdays. Bunch of W's thrown in there. I'm not going to say it 10 times fast. So, Will, it's go time. Tell me why you are angry. Give me all of your whines that you have.
Well, my big complaint is really look, I love the people here at the Burg. They're my favorite people to work with. Do I have to say that because it's in my contract? Maybe. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. But look, sometimes, coworkers fight. It happens from time to time. And I have seemed to anger someone. And so I want to take this time to not apologize to him and throw him under a bus. So one of the coworkers here, he came out. He saw the Richard Simmons video that we did. Liked it. He was going to come on and he wanted to have a little challenge between the shows, a little camaraderie. I was all for it. I thought it was going to be good. Thought it would be fantastic. So he wanted to come out. He wanted to make sure that we had like a little challenge. So he was going to challenge us. And he challenged us to putting on makeup. Now, there's not many things that I won't do. But to me, this one, I felt like the joke was in the wrong spot. So I did what any normal person would do. I ignored them for multiple days as a way of like, hey, maybe he'll get the message and change the idea. He did not. And then on Friday, he attacked me verbally and through memes. So he came out and called me a chicken. And then went on to, after Peyton threw me under a massive bus. Yeah, you're getting on this too, you big jerk. I know what you did. You went out there and you told this unnamed person that I was too chicken and didn't want to do it, but didn't want to say anything, so I ghosted him, which is completely true, but thanks for having my back, jerk. And then...
I'm here to make sure the truth gets out.
That's not your job.
If it's things about...
We're like the Wonder Twins. Do you ever think the Wonder Twins tattled on each other? No. You're supposed to have my back. You're supposed to help me.
I probably should have.
But no, you threw me under a massive bus, and then I got called a clown. And you know what? Should I say what I'm about to say? Probably not. But who cares? So, look. I don't think I deserve to be called a clown because we're the ones who came up with the bit. You're trying to – it's like if I'm throwing a party and then you try to come to my party and I say it's okay, you can come to my party, but you want to change my party from being Hawaiian-themed to goth-themed, and then I decide to not tell you anything about it and then still go with a Hawaiian-themed party, you don't get to come in and get all upset at me and attack me for my choice. It's my choice. I believe in choice, Peyton, and I get to choose what I do with my body. And I chose not to put makeup on it. I chose to do the saltine cracker instead. So, to that said, I would still love to do the challenges. I just don't think that you're allowed to come after me. I think that's unfair. I invited you to a party. I allowed you to come to my party, and then you attacked me for what I chose my party to be about it. So shut up. That's all I'm saying. Look, there have been multiple things that this show has created that others use. Not taking credit for what they do, just saying we all know where the buck stops. Because we stole it from someone else, and then they stole it from us. So all I'm saying is have fun doing our bits. Have fun doing our things. Just don't attack us when we don't want to do our thing your way. That's all I'm saying.
88.1 The Burg, your music central. It's Orton the Bear here, and there's something that's coming to Washington. It's not the coronavirus because it's been here for a while, but it's something else that is completely terrifying and we need to know more about. And that is these giant Asian murder hornets, which are about 2 inches in length, can fly at 25 miles per hour. If you need a visual, it is about the size of all 4 of these fingers across. That's about 2 inches for you. So right there, that's a murder hornet. Will.
They're a lot different than mine.
What's that?
My 2 inches would have been like the 2 fingers.
Yeah, well, you know what? We all use our 2 inches differently, okay, Will? Murder hornets are horribly terrifying. I'm horrified if they travel in packs. But this is my biggest fear. When bugs, insects, things like that get bigger. I have a rule in life, Will. It's don't mess with things that have less than 2 legs or more than 4, i.e. snakes have less than 2, octopus, spiders, insects. They all have more than 4. They're all on my bugaboo list, all right? And if they get bigger, that puts them even higher on the bugaboo list. What are your initial thoughts on these murder hornets?
Well, my initial thought is anything named murder is bad. So I'm very scared of them. So this weekend, I was scared of them. I listened to a radio show that made me more scared of them, and I looked up this video. I watched a murder hornet kill a mouse. Wow. And we don't think of that as being big, but think about that. Like a wasp went in and murdered a mouse for no reason. Like, it wasn't like the mouse stole the hornet's cheese. The mouse wasn't up in the wasp's territory, just like for no reason other than to be just a big you-know-what head. This hornet came in and murdered a mouse. I'm very terrified.
So if you guys want to see the damage that these things can do, I want you to go on YouTube, type in Coyote Peterson murder hornet. This guy, Coyote Peterson, lets any sort of animal or insect sting him, bite him because he wants to know what the pain feels like. This man is a G in my book. I love this guy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Coyote
That
Peterson.
guy?
Yes.
That guy's an idiot.
He's doing the things that you don't tell me you haven't sat back and be like, well, what would really happen if this thing stings me? He answers our questions.
Like an idiot. That's like, oh, I wonder what would happen if I got nuked. I don't go out and get nuked. I don't need that. That guy's, you know what he is? His job is professional crash test dummy.
He's a hero.
What has he done? What he does is he goes out with some locals. He finds something that can sting him, and then it stings him, and he gets in, like, super pain. Look, I think he's just like a nympho. Isn't that what that is? Like, where people love pain? He just loves pain.
I don't think that's the correct term for it.
Is that the incorrect term?
Yeah. That's it. I'm not going to tell you what that one means. You can use your own mind on what that is. But
sorry to people I've offended.
The man,
he just likes pain. He's a freak. He likes to get hurt. Like, I would bet that he was the kid when you wake up and it's like, oh, you get your 12 birthday spankings or your 12 pinches. That was the part he was most excited for.
This guy, he answers the questions that we need answered the most. I wanted to know what it feels like, and then I watched his reaction. Now I know how to react if I get stung by one. I roll on the ground and I freak out.
And cry?
Yes, that's what.
Grab the fetal position.
Here's the other thing that I'm taking from the Murder Hornets. Either the Charlotte Hornets of the NBA or the new Seattle hockey team need to have their mascot be the Murder Hornets. Imagine the Charlotte Murder Hornets or the Seattle Murder Hornets. It's a great name. It's going to have a great logo. Give me the Seattle Murder Hornets as a hockey team.
I just looked up what I said. That's not what I meant. I severely apologize. That is not the word. That is not what that word meant, and I am really sorry to anyone. And I've been using that word wrong for years. I've called many people that. Wow. I am so sorry. Look, it's not a bad word, but it's not what I meant.
Oh, God.
I don't know what I think the word I meant starts with an N as well, but it is not nymphomaniac. That's not what he is. The man is addicted to pain. He is not. I'm so sorry to have just derailed this whole segment, but
you know what? Before Will says anything else that
is not what that word means.
We're gonna cut the tape. We're gonna get out of here. That's enough for me on this hump day. Will, Thank you for your innocence and not knowing what words mean. I mean, you're so naive, and it came across so beautifully there. Your reaction when you found out, we all learned a thing or two. So I'm glad that we could teach at least one person, Will, something today. For all of us from 88.1 The Burg, we'll hopefully see you tomorrow if we don't get canceled. It's another day of Orton the Bear. Take care, everybody.
I still love you, Mom.